Respected Sri Praveen Singh Sekhawat, Honorable Minister Jal Shakti, Chair of the session, respected Sri Nityanand Rai, Honorable Minister of State for Home, Government of India, Honorable Alok Kumar ji, Secretary Power, and my fellow co-panelists, respected member of NDMA, ladies and gentlemen. Sir, I would now present some of the slides to show that how we can make our highways safe from landslides and flood. Last 3 years, I have been working with NHI and now I have come to NDMA. Many of the issues which maybe it was being considered there, now it has come to the front end because we need to make our highways safe. So this is one of the incident which took place in this August 22 in Mandi. So India road network is around more than 63.7 lakh kilometers, and out of that around 1.40 lakh kilometers is national highways, and the budget allocated for this year to MoRTH is 2.7 lakh crore, which is around 12.9% of the total budget allocation. So last few years, road sector has been investing around more than 2 lakh crore, and as Honorable Chair said, that this must be the maximum amount being spent by a country to build this infrastructure. This is a slide for landslide data, and we can see from the slide that the maximum number of landslides also occurs in our country. Sir, 12.6% of the total land area is susceptible to landslide, so we need to be very careful about designing of roads in future. And the estimated loss in 2011 was 150 to 200 crore, which has multiplied number of times. But these are some of the facts which we can say that during construction, landslide event which occurs in India is 28% of the world, and China is next, is 9%. So these are some of the slides which shows that if we don't take measures while building the roads, this is what happens during construction, and this is totally unplanned, which is being done. So this is a video clipping of National Highway 44, Jammu to Srinagar, where there is a regular flow of stones, and in fact, this earlier slide which I showed to you. We had to build. We are building a tunnel to save on that. So this is the slide which shows a tunnel in Beawar Pali Pindwara Road. Honorable Minister Jal Shakti is also aware, sir. In 2018, 4 people died, and we have to correct this next year. We spent around 22.5 crores, and then 3 measures was taken. I have also tried to mention the code, IS code on the slides. I want to bring home the fact that there are provisions, there are IS codes. If this was followed during the construction, this would not have happened. Again, sir, this is a national highway in Mandi, where we can see that there was disturbances, and then it was corrected at the cost of around 35 crores. This is again, I have tried to mention the IS code which could have taken care of all these problems. Sir, there was a problem in Kashmir, and the loss per day was around 5 crore rupees due to the road blockage. These are some of the factors all of us are aware. There are guidelines, and we need to take care of this during our construction period. Also, the management later on also needs to be taken care of. Sir, there are so many damages which has taken place in last few years, so we need to be very careful I would like to bring home that most of the contracts are taken on EPC mode. There are sites where EPC design is being done by the concessionaire himself, and it is being verified and approved by institutions. We are thinking of those sections which are prone to landslides. The designs shall be predefined, and it should be taking care of the disaster issues of that place. Otherwise, what happens is, because of cost cutting, generally the EPC contractor tries to save money, and the problem happens in the later part of the operation. These are some of the standard codes, which can take care of the landslides, and we can save a lot of life. So this is again a re-strengthening is being done in Chennai Nasri tunnel project in Jammu and Kashmir. This is in Himachal Pradesh. This was done in Mumbai-Pune Expressway, because a lot of problem was happening there also. Uttarakhand. So at last I would like to bring home that there are standard codes which are there in our guidelines. If we follow it during design, if we follow it during construction, loss of life can be minimized to zero, number one. Number two, we can save a lot of money, which we later on have to invest, because once an incident takes place, our reaction is very fast, and we have been able to take care. But I think if we are careful in future, we will not come to this situation. Then I will come to the flood. Sir, this is 2015 Tamil Nadu flood. You can see what is happening on the road. Again, sir, this is Uttarakhand flood. We lost around, and Kerala also, 58.15 crores. Out of the total area, India has 329 million hectares. 40 million hectares is basically prone to flood. And sir, as per the report of 2021, we suffered a loss of around $3.2 billion. These are some of the loss figures. So there is a lot of economic losses during because of floods. Sir, earlier the highway engineers were basically making storm water drainage, so that during the process of management, if there is some rain, the water goes out of it. But due to growing urbanization, land scarcity, population pressure, so lot many things has happened, and because of that, flood is creating havoc. So this slide is one of the under construction project of the later section of Delhi-Mumbai Expressway. There was heavy rain in the district of Bundi, and you can see what has happened to this road, which is under construction road. Later on, the corrective action is being taken, and this will require around 170 crore. So luckily this road is under construction. If this would have happened, sir, after construction of the road, there would have been huge loss of life and of course economic loss. This is again a bridge in Muzaffarpur, where due to floods things stand still, and there was a problem. Not corrected, but there was a loss of traffic and of course an economic loss. So this is again a site which you can see there are two bridges. One is rail bridge, other is road bridge. This rail bridge, you can see that there is still, I think this is under reconstruction. Somehow we could save this road component, and the traffic is moving. I think, sir, now time has come, then we should have an obligation on the highway engineers that whatever is the safety component required from disaster related to flood, that should be taken care during design, that should be taken care during operation. And sir, a lot of technologies available. There is no dearth of technology. We have satellite imageries, we have softwares, we have GIS modeling. So every type of technology is available, and if we insist it during the designs, I think we will be making our future roads better. and all these disasters we can save it. So point I am trying to bring home through this slide says, we have technology. If we have a will, as Honorable Prime Minister yesterday only told us that we cannot be careless about designing things, careless about during construction. We have to take care of this because, sir, a single loss of life creates so much of problem, and at the same time, sir, we don't feel good about it. So I will end with a vision of NDMA to build a safer and disaster resilient India by a holistic, proactive, technology-driven and sustainable development strategy that involves all stakeholders and fosters a culture of prevention, preparedness and mitigation. The highway sector, because I have seen that how big investment is done. So if we take care of all these things, I think we will be in a position to save loss of life and of course, thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. And now mainstreaming DRR in the health sector.